With the second part of Stone Ocean finally coming out next week, let's talk about the first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Phantom Blood. Probably don't need to say this, but spoilers ahead, so click that like button and come back later. So I remember when I entered my second year of high school, this anime was everywhere in my school. I was being told to watch it every day, and after a few times I tried getting into it, but I've always lost track of it. But the reason I lost track of it was because I started off with Stardust Crusaders for a bit, and I realized, oh wait, this is only the third part, so should I go back a couple of parts to see what all this is about with Dio and everything? So I did that, and I finally stuck around for JoJo's, and now it's one of my favorite animes ever. By the way, when I mean that this anime was everywhere at my school, I mean it was everywhere. Everybody in my school was doing all sorts of memes to this series. And god, this series has so many memes. My favorite character of this arc has to be Dio. Dio is such a great antagonist for the first part of JoJo's. He's a really intimidating villain that from off the bat when you first meet him, you hate immediately. But there's this certain charm to him that makes you love his character a lot though. Dio is probably one of my top 10 favorite anime villains of all time. One thing that really makes this anime stand out is the fights. Each fight is so unique and different from each one, and sometimes they don't even make sense, but that's what makes them so cool. This arc of JoJo may be a little bit slow at first, and it may be lacking the episodes, but once when you finish this arc and the Battle Tendency arc, things start to pick up really fast. I also found all the character designs to be really unique and funny. For example, take a look at this here. This is Jonathan Joestar when he's young, right around the age 12. Even though he seems a bit muscular for a 12-year-old, he still looks like an actual 12-year-old. Now look at Jonathan when he's in college. Now look at this here. This dude is in his last years of college, and he's only in his early 20s. Seriously, look how jacked he got. Like, what kind of 18th century steroids has this dude been taking? My favorite moment in this arc has to be when Jonathan sacrifices himself holding down Dio on the burning ship. I cried a little bit during this scene, and this is, I think, one of my first bittersweet anime endings. It was such a powerful scene to see Jonathan holding Dio's head as tightly as he could, even though he was already gone. Even though Dio returns with Jonathan's body, this is still a really heartfelt moment and one of my top 10 favorite moments in the entire franchise. I give this arc an 8 out of 10, giving it a B. Anyway, that's the review. Go down to those comments and tell me what you thought of the first arc of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Share this video with all your friends, and click that like and follow, and keep up to date with all my latest content. See ya!